Twitter for me, go shawty, don't play with that P, bad bitch like the way she, I'm just trying to get you, anything you need, Twitter for me, go shawty,
What's good, y'all? I'm back with another video. I hope everyone's doing good, great, awesome, amazing, doing a thing. This video is going to be different. You can see by the title. I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but y'all will see by the title. But this is gonna be a girl talk, and I'm gonna give y'all some advice. Okay, that's what I like to do. So I'm gonna give y'all some advice and the stuff that I went through. Okay, dealing with lame dudes. Okay, I would say the other word, but I'm gonna keep it clean today. I'm gonna try to. So dealing with whack dudes. Okay, and I've dealt with them in high school, and this goes way back. Okay, so I'm gonna try to give y'all the story. I'm gonna try to rally up because this is old and I'm over it. So I'm gonna try to piece it as much as I can for y'all, so we can get it started. So before I get started, like, comment, subscribe, share it to people that need to hear it. All my ladies, this is for my ladies out here. Okay, it's for all y'all, because y'all need to hear it. Okay, because the way everything's set up now, y'all need some real shit. I just gotta say it, real shit. Okay, so we finna get into the story. So this all started up in high school. Okay, I'm telling you, I started early with this shit. Okay, I was freshman in high school. I was 14. Okay, yes, I know it sounds crazy at that young age dealing with a lame. Yes, I was 14. Okay, so I'm in high school, freshman year, you know, just getting started. Like, it's new, you gotta adjust to it. And me in high school, I didn't care about nobody in high school. I was just focused on me, and that was it. I didn't care about nobody up in that school. I didn't care, and I'm like, you know, you transition it, so I'm like, I don't care about nobody in high school. So I didn't care about nobody in there. They're new. Y'all not my middle school friends. Y'all not my childhood friends. Like, y'all ain't none of them. So I didn't care about nobody. So I don't know when this started, but like I said, I ain't gonna remember nothing, but I just know this happened. So it was this dude. Now, I don't know if I want to give him a name. I don't even want to give this dude a code name. Okay, like, he was just not it. Okay, so he came on to me. All right, so mind you, I said I don't care about nothing, right? I don't care about him either. So he came on to me. All right, and you know, dudes, when they be approaching you, they blah blah blah, like, you know, type thing, right? So he did that, right? So we was, and I was talking to him, like, okay, so he giving me attention. Well, you know, maybe he's cool, whatever, right? So like, maybe he's cool, whatever. Incorrect, but so we was talking for a while. That's when back then we had Kick. You know, if y'all know Kick, then you know, okay, those were the days, Kick. So we was texting on that, and even on Facebook Messenger. So we was talking for a while, and then I just started to notice he was a little, I don't know, he was weird. So I can't really get into detail because I can't really remember the conversations, but like, every Sunday this dude was on BS. Every Sunday before school, this dude was on BS. It's always like something like typical lame nigga shit. Okay, just lame. When I can't really explain it, like, it was always like, oh, like, he didn't want me talking to other guys or anything. Like, he didn't want me doing none of that. Like, this nigga's already possessive already. I'm like, dude, we just talk. Like, we not even like, mind y'all, we not even together, mind you that. Like, but this nigga was just doing the absolute most. So I was like, bro, what? And then, like, I will always put my foot in all the time. Like, I was not folding for shit. Like, that just wasn't, I wasn't going for that bullshit. Okay, so I'm like, he would be talking about, like, he was always trying to flip shit on me. Like, he didn't want me talking to another guy. He didn't want no guy talking to me. He didn't want nobody around me. Like, he basically, how he see it was, if he can't have me, then nobody else could. Okay, that's what he was thinking. Okay, that was his little motive, whatever what he was trying to do. So he was always on bullshit, like, every Sunday. So I can't really explain the text, so just know it was bullshit. And then every day it would, like, affect my little mental and shit. Like, it would stress me out because I would always, like, stick up for myself, because that's one thing I did. I stuck up for myself. I wasn't voting for that shit. I wasn't going for that. So I would always go off on him like, what? Like, he was always trying to flip shit on me. Like, I couldn't talk to other people or whatever. So I would flip it. I'm like, no, you can't blah, blah, blah. Like, I was going off and he was going off. Like, he didn't like the fact that I would be doing that. So I'm like, whatever, okay. So sometimes we would stop talking too. Like, we would stop talking because we would argue or something like that. And we would not talk for a week. So I was like, okay, so I'm done with you, we cool. So bam. So I remember this one particular day, like, we stopped talking, and I think it was around February. Now I do remember this. So it was around February. We had stopped talking for like a week or something, and his and one of his friends was trying to get with me. So so his friends was trying to get with me, right? Because I think they was like in a group chat or something, you know, lame dudes doing lame shit, okay? So I think he was in a group chat, so he ended up talking to me separately, and he was like, he started talking to me, so he was like, oh, you know, like, we were talking, basically I was talking to his friend, cut to the chase, yeah, I was talking to his friend after I started talking to him, so, and it's crazy because he didn't want me talking to nobody else, like, he was talking to other people, but when it came to me, it was a big deal. I'm like, okay, but we wasn't together, so it didn't matter. So his friend would talk to me, right? And he was like, oh, you want to be my Valentine? I was like, bet. I said, cool, we could be Valentine's. It's not even a big deal because I ain't make Valentine's Day a big deal. So I was like, okay, we Valentine's. I didn't care. I was like, cool, it was just some cool shit. And I remember we was talking, him and his friend, he literally, look, literally this nigga said, the way my friend is treating you, I think is wrong. So you know this nigga is treating me wrong, but you still allowing him to do that shit? Like, what? That didn't make any sense. Like, what the fuck? So I was like, what? I'm like, y'all niggas is weird, but I was still talking to him as a friend. So basically when Valentine's Day passed, I think I didn't talk to him anymore, or I might have still would, I don't fucking know. But and then the lady that I was mainly talking to, he was like, I guess he found out I was talking to his friend. He was like, oh, you talking to my friend? Well, like, he was hot. That nigga was mad. I was like, bro, it's not even a big deal. Like, it's just a Valentine's Day thing. Like, it's not even that big of a deal, okay? So I was like, what? Like, I was just confused. Like, I wasn't even like tripping or nothing. I actually kind of like that he fell in for the trap, because I was like, hey, I know it's not a big deal. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, you talking to other girls behind my back, so like, what's the deal? I mean, I'm talking to other guys too, but why are we still dealing with each other right now? Like, it doesn't even make sense. So like, cut to the chase, like, it was just a lot. Like, and this happened throughout my whole freshman year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit happened throughout my whole freshman year, and I was just stressed. I was always putting my fucking foot down every time you're trying to flip shit. But and then just one time, this particular, I was really fed up with him. So it was I think it might have been towards the end of freshman year, to be honest. It was like summer was about to hit. Like, it was gonna be the last day of school soon. I think it was probably like a week before that, or maybe days before that, I don't remember. But I do remember this particular day where I was really fed up because he was trying to like really ruin my reputation and everything, like trying to say I was a or whatever. And I'm like, why are you trying to do that when no one even know me? Now you finna have guys like talk to me. You dummy. Like, I'm not even like that, and they gonna know that. Like, if you saw how I was approached in school, like, I was really standing up to myself. Like, how you gonna lie on me? Like, you an idiot. Like, for real, like, you were a straight idiot. But so this particular, he really made me mad. Like, I was like, it was early in the morning on the bus, right? I was just hot. It was something he pissed me off about, and I was finna let him have it. Like, I was really finna go off. Like, in school, probably in the morning, I was finna snap on him. But then, like, on the bus, literally, I said, like, literally, my conscience was like, literally, it was just like, Kayla, you never cared about this nigga. Why are you trying to prove a point when you proved it so many times to him? Like, you ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna deal with him. You're not gonna be with him. Like, why are you tripping? Like, why is you trying to prove a point and be like, you know what, fuck you? Like, you know, like, it was no need. That was such a waste. I was like, and I called myself in that. I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna do it. I said, you know what? I'm done. Okay, I was done. I didn't even do it. And after that, me and him stopped talking, and we was not talking after that. Like I not caught myself because I really almost got out of character. He almost made me get out of character. And if I got out of character, that's what he would have wanted. Because he always tried to do shit to make me care. Like make me jealous or something, but it wouldn't work. Because how you gonna make me care when I don't care in the first place? I don't like when people do that. Like that makes no sense. Like how you gonna try to make me care about something I never cared? And he always did that shit. Like he always did it every time. And even like my whole family even knew like he was bad news. Like even my brother said, oh, you need to stop talking to him. And I was like, well, I'm gonna keep talking to him. Like literally, like, and I knew it was not a good idea to even keep talking, but I kept doing it anyway because I kept giving him benefit of the doubt. And that's the problem with ladies today. We always give dudes benefits of the doubt because we think he's gonna change when he's not, okay? And we need to just believe it and see how it is. Even my mom did the same thing. She told me I need to stop talking to him. But literally, I was just like, but maybe he gonna change, blah, blah, blah. I even said the same shit. I'm like, bro, why you keep giving this nigga benefit of the doubt when he just showed you how he was? What's gonna change? Nothing's gonna change. Like, stop trying to give somebody a benefit of the doubt. I was like really saying that shit to myself. Like, I'm like, just Kayla, let it go. Like, he ain't shit. You never cared about him. Who cares? Like, he's no good. Like, move on. Shit. Like, stop trying to give benefit of the doubt. You just hurting yourself at this point. So, basically, moral of the story, if a dude shows you how he is, please believe it, because ain't nothing gonna change. Even if they talk to you, like even if you mad at them or have you in your feelings and shit, like because they did something, you like question like, oh, why would he do this, why would he do that? We don't fucking know why, okay? We just won't, but we know it's wrong, right? So just let that shit go. Like, why you can't go for bare minimum at all, because that shit is just not good. Like, and I was stressing over the shit he was doing. Like, it was really affecting my whole mental. And I ain't never been through that shit. That was like my first time. And that shit is not good, bro. It's just not it. And mind you, I was 14 going through that young age. You would think I was like 24 when I go through that shit. Like, no, I was 14 dealing with a lame that was trying to get into my head and make me question myself, blah, blah, blah. Like, ugh. Basically, just moral of the story, like, just know your worth. Because, and I see now today, like, a lot of ladies going through that shit now. And it's crazy because I went through that years ago in high school. And it's like, dudes will, especially lame ones, like straight, I'm gonna say it, dicks. Like dickhead niggas, like they would do that. And that's one thing about a weak nigga. They would try to get into a strong woman's head so they can make them weaken themselves so they won't stand up for themselves, because it just strokes their ego pretty much. So they don't like that shit. Plain and simple, they don't like it. That's why when they do something bad, they make you cry in your feelings. They try to talk to you so you can question yourself. Like, it's all a mind game pretty much. And that's what he did with me in high school. 14, trying to play a mind game with me, but it didn't work because I knew it was a mind game. So I was stepping up. I was not playing with that shit. Like, that's one thing about me. You would not take my mind away from me. Like, that's one thing you won't do, because I don't play for that shit. Like, I would choose my mind over everything. Like, because I have a strong mindset, so I would not go for that bullshit. I wouldn't go. So that's why I want to say now, today, with like ladies, like, if a nigga ain't no good, don't give them a benefit of doubt. Like, please don't. Like, it's like, I know y'all probably like, oh, he will change, oh, he will do this, oh, he will do that. Like, no, the fuck he won't. He shows you how the fuck he was, and that is permanent. and if you want him to change, it's gonna be on his time, and when it's his time, we don't know. And you will never know until you missing out on good shit. Like, good guys, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gon', like, don't low yourself like that. Like, don't belittle yourself. Like, that shit is just not the move at all. Like, you can't, ladies, y'all need to just know y'all worth for real, because dudes nowadays, this is really like, I don't know, it's getting bad. Like, it's getting real bad. Like, I don't know what's going on. I just think it's these dudes' egos. It's just like, I don't know, these niggas' egos is getting real they start to really feel like they the shit when they really ain't shit. But like, like basically like, it's just watch out for like dudes that just like, oh, they do something that like hurts your feelings, and then it makes you like be sad, and it make you questioning yourself, and you like, damn, what did I do, blah, blah, like, oh, it's this and that. Like, you get to questioning yourself. Like, no, honey, it's him, okay? Like, he don't know what the fuck he wants, like, you know, and he's insecure, blah, blah, like, don't be insecure with him if you never was. Like, you know, like, don't pick up his bullshit, you feel me? Because whenever you around somebody, you adapt how they are. And that's one thing motherfuckers don't catch. When you around a dude, you end up being like him because you're around him, so you pick up the like you adapt their energy and be like how they are. Don't do that, okay? So pretty much like, moral of the story, just ladies, just know y'all worth, stand y'all ground, do not fold. Like, I know like we get lonely, like you alone, but it's better to be alone because you just learn better by yourself and what you work with, what you working with, like how you going for, like what you want, like what's gonna fit. Like, you will figure out shit that way better, and then you will find somebody that can fit it, you feel me? Like, if they don't fit the description, don't force it. Don't force it. Like, if they don't fit it, they don't fit. Don't force it to fit. Like, you know, just know your worth. Like, stop doing these lames. Like, if they lame, if they showed you that, then they did. Don't create no person in your head to make them think, oh, they're gonna change. Oh, maybe he'll do this. Oh, he'll do that. But at this point, you just hurt yourself at this point if you do that. Like, you can, like, just don't do that. Like, you're gonna hurt yourself giving benefits of the doubt, because that is like the absolute worst. Don't do that shit, because then you're gonna be everlasting hoping for something, for a change, when really the only person that can change is you. Just get the fuck out of that situation. Stop standing in it because you think he gonna change, blah blah blah. Like, oh, he the only person that loved me. No, the fuck he didn't, because if he did love you, you wouldn't even be in your feelings like that. Like, can we put, like, let's put the problem together. Like, if he loved you, he would not even fucking make you question yourself or make you question your worth or anything. Like, just let that shit slide. Like, not let that shit slide. I mean, like, just let that shit go. Like, it ain't worth it. Like, to keep, like, just to stay with a guy until he changes, because it's you. like, cause it's you, and you a real one, and you caring and shit. Like, don't stay. It's not your job for him, like, to help him change. Like, that is not your job. His job is to do his job. Do his part, you do your part. And if he ain't doing his part, then cut him off. Like, let him go. Like, just don't even try. Just cause you are a good person, you a good heart, you a real one, you riding for the dude, like, yeah, this and that. Don't do it for a lame one. Don't do it for a lame dude. That's the least thing they need to fucking have. Like, they don't even deserve that type of shit. Like, you feel me? Like, that don't even go. Like, don't do that. Don't waste your time on that shit. Like, they not even gonna change. If they wanted to, they would, okay? Like, that's one thing us ladies need to realize. If a nigga gonna change, he will. Because it's you. But if he doesn't, he can keep on doing weird shit, let him go. Bye. Later. You can find somebody else. It's a billion people in the world that can fucking treat you better than how he is. Like, let's keep it a buck. Y'all forgetting, like, there's a lot of people in this world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's other dudes and shit out here. Not this one lame nigga. Like, stop trying to have this one lame nigga because he shows you love. No, the fuck he didn't. Because if so, you would not be crying numerous of times in your feelings, questioning shit, and you would never be in it. Like, let's keep it real. I'm just keeping it real. I'm giving tough love right now. Like, it's just how it is. And that's what I went through at that age 14. I knew he wasn't no good, but I still stuck with him. Why? Don't know. You know, I don't know. Or maybe I do know. Maybe because he was giving me attention. Because he was the only guy giving me attention. And so that's why I stuck with him. Because he was giving me attention. He was showing me this and that. When really he was treating me wrong. He didn't get no fuck. He did not care. Like, you feel me? And he was just obsessive. Like, for no reason over me. So basically what I'm saying is, don't stay with somebody because he's giving you attention. He's showing you love and shit. Like, that don't even matter. them gifts and all that bullshit, that shit don't even fucking matter at all. Like, it just don't. Like, if you can't touch me deeply inside or connect with me and understand me, then you're not worth it. Just, that ain't it. Like, I ain't staying because you can't connect. All you want to do is just brag, give me gifts, blah, blah. Like, that don't even fucking matter. Because if that shit did not exist in this world, what do you have to offer? If that shit did not, like, exist, like giving gifts and shit, buying flowers, like, what if that shit didn't exist? What would you offer? Bullshit. That's exactly what you offer. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, no. We're not finna settle for that. Because I'm gonna need my ladies to stand up for themselves. I'm gonna need for y'all to stand up for yourselves, stand your ground. Dudes don't like that shit because it makes them feel low. But who gives a fuck? Who's up high? Us, bitch. Like, the ball is in our court, so not theirs, okay? Because the ball is in our court, not theirs. They always want the ball in their court. Because that's the game they play. They always playing games and shit, and they want you to play along. Because they get inside your head and make you question and shit about everything. But we ain't gonna have that all. We ain't finna do that this year. Cause I'm gonna need for my ladies to stand up for themselves. Cause that's what I did at the age of 14. And it's crazy to think about. That shit is just crazy to think about. I went through that at the age 14. And I was standing up for myself. That shit gets stressed. Like, it's stressful after a while. Just doing it so fucking much just to prove a point. How you should be treated and shit. Like, it's so tiring. Like, it ain't even worth at all trying to keep a relationship and wanting to change and hoping. But sometimes hoping just kills your dreams. Like, hoping ain't even enough. We need to just like wake up and just go and move on, because that shit is not it. Like, I knew my worth and that was it. And I didn't lose myself. I probably would, but I almost did though. I almost did, but I caught myself. I almost lost myself, but I caught myself. And I went through the same shit. I feel like people don't understand that. Like, I went through the same thing, okay? I went through the exact same shit. And it's stressful as hell. Like, it's not good. Like, that, I don't wish that on no girl, because that shit is not cool at all. Like, but you just have to find your strength and your worth. You just have to find it. Like, don't belittle at all for a dude who keeps belittling you. Okay, like that ain't it. That shit is not it. Like, that shit is not cool. So what my mom said, she said, never let a man like mess with your mind. Like, never let them weaken your mind. And that is fact. And I always go by that now. And I'm glad that I never let a dude take over my mind, because that is true. Because don't let no dude take over your mind like that. Never let a dude weaken your mind or make you question yourself. Because if you know your worth and you good, you know how you rocking, how you coming, like, don't give it to a lame. They don't deserve that shit. But you will find real love is when it's the right time, until you love yourself. Ring, till you love yourself. Because you gotta love yourself before you find somebody else, okay? That is just the key. But there is a part 2 to it though. I will tell you that. And I will tell y'all in the next video that I'll do it, because it continues. Because when I cut him off, when I said I was done, we didn't talk. Oh, it continued. Like, the shit hit the fan. Like, it's a whole bunch of drama that started after that. And I'm gonna let y'all know in the next video. Anyway, if y'all like this video, if y'all want more of it, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna do more anyway. I don't know why I'm asking that. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it part 2 probably like next week. I'm gonna do a part 2 of this story after a continuation. I'm gonna do it. So like, comment, subscribe if y'all liked it. If you guys liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, that's the end of that story. So I'm trying to think if it's okay, nope, I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, I'll see y'all guys next time. Peace.
Hey, her booty Moroccan, just look how she shake it. I call her Anita, cause I'm tryna beg it. Fuck all of that talking, little hoe, let's get naked. I sing to the pussy, I feel like Clay Aiken. Wake up in the AM, she made eggs with the bacon. Yeah, she might deserve, but a nigga ain't